This is a 12th hole through the 18th hole of Aviara Golf Club in Carlsbad, California. I have already played the first 12 holes in even par, and this is where I start recording. You can see I'm gripping down on the carbon shaft of my 44-inch driver. The ceiling is only 8 feet in my office/warehouse. With irons, I can use a full swing with about a 6 iron, but even with that, I'm not really extending in the follow through. Kind of afraid to hit that ceiling, and in fact, I have hit it a couple times. I haven't broken it, but I haven't gone through it, but I have hit it, so it's always in my mind. I'm using a Flightscope Mevo Plus, the launch monitor, and simulation software is E6 Connect. 7.5 feet from the Mevo Plus to the ball, and 9 feet from the ball to the net. So I'm using the short indoor mode. I've tried using the sticker, the metallic sticker, but I found that with or without doesn't really matter a whole lot, at least in my case. And even the fluorescent light in my warehouse seems to not affect too much, so I have the lights on for now. I'm putting using 10-foot gimme. It's kind of funky, the putting, so the 10-foot gimme is a lifesaver. Without it, I'm probably still out there putting. Yeah, the voice was a little hoarse today. Yeah, so you kind of have to hold that finish a little low and kind of just can't extend. So bucks the heck out of me, but it's all I can use right now. Driving range is closed. Everything is closed due to COVID-19, so this is better than nothing. Oh, that hurts. Top that one. Really thin, really thin. Yeah, hitting out of bunkers in a lot of these simulations, not all of them, but a lot of them. You can't really do that explosion shot like you normally do in real life. If you do that on this shot, for example, I would probably be over the green. It's almost just have to, do like a little chip, which is kind of funky. But you learn to play with it. It is what it is. Okay, 14th hole. Yeah, that felt really good there. Trajectory looks good too. Try not to roll over the face, so not quite a cut. This is kind of an easy straight to a little fade. And that's a birdie within that 10-foot gimme. Yeah, just hit that box. That's the box for one of my zoom lenses, one of my prime long lenses, 600 millimeters. Yeah, just kind of show you how much room I have in there. Gotta clean out more. Remove those boxes, but it's kind of tight in there right now, so it's almost like the best I can do. I'm also only playing with 5 clubs: driver, 6 iron, 9 iron, sandwich, and putter. It's actually good practice. A full set probably won't do any better, I don't think, right now under the circumstances. Yeah, pop fly. See, I'm also too lazy to put that tee into the mat, so it's sitting rather high. I'm teeing up in the fairway again. gonna give myself a little assistance. Because, you know, I'm doing that limited swing and choking down with the driver, so I'm probably hitting it no more than 200 yards most of the times. So I'm gonna give myself a little assistance. Next round I'll just try to do it out, you know, just hit a 6-iron instead. I don't think a choke down 5 wood will do any better than a 6-iron probably. Yeah, I think I put it there one time, but it was on sand wedge, so it didn't actually pick it up. So I had to go back there and choose a putter. I'm not using auto caddy, so manual. I have to manually switch club. So if you forget, sometimes it won't actually pick up the ball. Made that one. I thought it was an eagle because my second shot was so far away. But it was only a birdie. Using a driver from 220 kind of. I thought I was further away than I was. Yeah, that pull to the left with that kind of abbreviated swing it's like a tendency. It's kind of hard to get used to. Yeah, play safe, away from the water there. It's better to be there than in the water, so. A little course management. Quite a lengthy putt here. Yeah, still haven't quite figured out how these greens break yet, so still learning process. I mean, some of these putts I'm just like off, speed-wise and break-wise. Takes more practice and learning, I guess. That's what happens when you try to like abbreviate a follow through. Yeah, just pull it to the left. In the boonies. Yeah, this shot is funny because it looks like I'm hitting right into the tree, but in fact when I'm aiming, I'm actually aiming several feet right of the tree. So it's kind of that distance and the appearance looks, you know, it's rather deceiving. So you just have to be very careful with how you aim sometimes, you know, it's what you see is not what you get sometimes. Another teed up driver off the fairway and pulled it again. Need to work on that. I'm gonna continue using the driver. Oh, that was fat. Very fat. Sandwich again, I guess. Yeah, sometimes I found that you have to pop the ball up on these short chips for it to read. Sometimes you just bump it on the ground. It's rather difficult for it to read sometimes. Oh, I'm 5 inches away from a gimme. God, that hurts. Yeah, with my 10-foot gimme. At 10 foot 4 inches. Dang. At least I made the putt. Finally, the last hole. I think I finally figured out how to hit a driver with a short limited swing. This was probably the best short driver swing all day. Straight, good flight, slight fade. Of course, it's the last hole when you figure it out. You know, that's usually what happens. Didn't aim quite enough to the left. Lucked out. Ball didn't peel off anymore to the right. Put that on a notebook. Aim further to the left. Yeah, this putt is just gonna go off into the sunset there. Yeah, I need to get a dedicated putting mat in here to putt. I mean, the hitting mat is way too slow, which makes the putting simulation rather difficult because the speed doesn't really matches what it is in the system. So I probably need to, you know, have set up the mats differently here. At least I'm within 10 feet. It's another gimme. Well, that'll give me an even par round of 72 for today. A bit help with teeing up in the fairway. Next round, I'll stick with a 6-iron then.